Hey y'all, this is just a quickie video to show you how pretty my yard is looking. Look at that. It's nothing but weeds, but at least since I mowed, they're all the same height. Not 1,400 different heights. And all the dandelion flowers are gone, and there's 15 gazillion purple flowers of some kind. They're all gone. They were pretty, but it was just looking ragged. And I got all of it done. It took me twice as long as it usually does because I'm kind of particular and want it to look good. And I got new mulch for around the two maple trees and to go in all my flower beds. It's looking kind of faded. And those 3 chrysanthemums are coming back up. I've had those for almost 4 years. And they freeze and they come back up every year. I got 2 on the other side, and I guess I'll take you around and show you my miniature roses. They're not supposed to be miniature, they just happen to be miniature. And look at that flower that God gave me, that yellow one. I don't know what that is. It came up all by itself. Isn't that pretty? And there's another one right there, but it hadn't bloomed yet. There's one of my roses, and there's one, and there's one. And they get covered up in snow every year, and they keep coming back. But I got new mulch for all of this, and for the sidewalk on either side of the porch there. And that's where my sidewalk was that I had taken out the other day because nobody uses the front door. The front door is where all my plants are. See the ivy hanging in the window? I've got 3 entrance doors, and this one doesn't ever get used. That window right there, that little window, that's one I always sit by when I'm doing videos. And that dirt on the porch, there's some cement chunks I picked up out of here that the guy missed that took my sidewalk out, and I just chunked them up there. And today I went and got my little garden cart and loaded them all up and took them out back. I hadn't swept the porch off yet. Oh, yeah. But that's just kind of it. Last year, or maybe the year before, I can't remember, the tree trimmers were going down the alley behind the house, trimming all the trees that was anywhere close to the power lines. I went out there. They had a chipper that they would grind up all the limbs in, and it would throw it up into the back of a big box truck. And I asked them what they did with all those chips, and they said they took it to the dump and emptied it. And I said, well, dump a load right at the back of my yard there. And so that's where a lot of this mulch came from. Out there, all those bushes out there, they all got mulch around them. And those have purple blooms on them. I don't know what they are, but they're beautiful when they just now are starting to bloom. They'll be covered in purple before too long. But that's it. There's my old 13-year-old truck, and you can see the empty lot next door where that house was torn down last week or so. That's that, y'all. I just want y'all to see. There's Kitty Callie. She had to come see what I was doing. She's seeing if I was running away or what. Oh, and there's all those plants. I don't know what they are. I planted them last year. They bloom real pretty. Yellow and sort of reddish color, dark red. And they're covered in bloom all spring and summer. And there's some in that pot over there too. And then right here in the middle, see that little thing there? That's a new dahlia. I bought, I think, 4 packages of dahlia bulbs, and I planted 1 each in the middle. That one hadn't come up there. It's in there somewhere, kind of right in the middle. Oh, there's my finger. I'm looking for it. Well, I don't know where it's at. There it is. It's not doing anything. You better start doing something. And then out in that little raised bed on the corner there, that's full of dahlia bulbs. All right, that's it, y'all. I'm done for the day. I thought I was done for the day earlier, but now I'm for sure done for the day. And there, see my vultures coming home to roost for the night. I think they wish they'd have stayed down at the Texas Gulf Coast, because it was down at freezing last night. I bet they were cold up there. But they come here every spring and stay till autumn, and then they go back to the Texas Gulf Coast. I keep telling them to take me with them, but they never do. They'll be there one day and the next day they're gone. I don't know how they decide which day to leave on, but they all leave at the same time and they all come back at the same time. And early every morning they take off going looking for food, I guess, and they come back about an hour earlier than whatever it is now. Well, there's some of them still coming in, I guess. I can't see what I'm showing you, but there's two flying around up there. Well, there's one going to the other side. Anyway, I get amused watching them. I wish I could be a bird, fly around like that. Maybe God will let me when I get to heaven. Look, that one hadn't flapped his wings in a long time. He's just kind of soaring. I don't know if y'all can see him or not. The sun's shining in my eyes. All right, I'm going inside. See y'all later. Oh, and look at this. See, I got to paint my trim this summer. It's flaking off. The gray is looking good. It doesn't need painting, but all the trim is flaking off like that. That guy didn't prime it. He painted it just before I bought it, but he didn't prime it. So it's all coming off, and he probably painted it while it was wet. I don't know, but anyway. And look at that door frame. See that? I bought an electric sander. I'm gonna try to sand it all off and repaint it. But I'm getting old. I'm getting tired. But I gotta do it. It needs doing. Come on, kitty. Callie. Come on. Hey. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Kitty. Y'all listen to my doorbell for deaf people. See that? I put it down there while I'm sitting in the recliner here, which is every evening. And then I've got one at the back door too, and I've got one of those for the front door and one of those for the back door in the dining room where I sit and do most of my videos. And they have different ringtones, and so I know if somebody's at the front door or the back door. Come on, Callie. Hey. Come on. Psst. Let's go. Good girl. Good girl, kitty. There's my cow rug. Alrighty, y'all. That's my Texas wall. Well, let me turn it sideways so you can see it. There you go. Nicole bought me that. She went to Texas for some kind of seminar, and she bought me that. And a friend of mine gave me that. A friend up here gave me that. And I put a black dot where I used to live, right there where that black dot is. Right there, see? Right by the water. And now I'm up here where it freezes all the time. There's my desk that I never use. There's my, let me turn this back around. There's my cowboy hats and my TV that hardly ever gets used, and my couch and my love seat and my recliner. And that's a big Texas thing there. It hangs up right over there where those two, where are they at? Right there where those two are. But I took it down the other day. I need to hang it back up. Anyway, that's it. Right in there. That's, see the tripod sitting up? That's where I put my camera when I'm doing my videos. And then here's my flowers. This is the inside of that front door I showed y'all a while ago. I got a aloe vera plant there. I had those things growing wild in Texas, and they got big there. I never had to do anything to them, but here I kind of do because they don't like the cold weather. And I bought these cactus that I've got. And then that ivy, I've had it ever since I moved here. I bought it. It was about 6 or 8 inches long when I bought it. And it was all the way down to the floor and 2 or 3 feet long on the floor. And I cut it all off the other day. I got some cuttings there that I'll give to friends if anybody wants some. I got some in here. There's one that has a leaf on it, and there's some over there that has some leaves on it. But that's that, y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning, unless we get raptured, and then I'll see y'all in heaven. God bless you, friends.